All right, guys, we're going to get underway with our 250 portion of our press conference today. Of course, we want to congratulate our winners today. Hayden Deegan with the win. Chance Hymas, great ride in second place. Tom, unbelievable effort in third place today. And I'm going to start with you, Tom. You threw everything at him but the kitchen sink today. You had really good lines. You looked comfortable on the bike. What was it, mental mistakes? Did you push the issue today? What was your downfall today? What did you find the negative today?
Yeah, I mean, the speed was really good, just some small mistake and kind of stupid one. Like, especially second moto, I was in third and I was feeling really good. I was catching Hayden and a tip over in a red. Just like a small mistake, and I think we had a good fight. First moto was really tight till the last lap, and second moto I was feeling really good until the small crash. So yeah, kind of frustrated a little bit from the second moto especially, but overall, the bike and myself was good today, and we are right there fighting with Hayden both motos, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely great ride, but comfort level seemed about that far off today. Didn't know if it might have been a setting, might have been something during the week. Just seemed a little bit off for Tom Vialle.
Yeah, I mean, second moto in Angton last weekend was really good, and then since that, we, like I said, I was working a lot on my shock, and we kind of found some setting who works good on the track, and since the second moto, and I mean today both moto were really good, so yeah, we will. I mean it's still like 8 races to go, so still a lot of race to go.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Great effort, great ride today. No, it didn't go exactly the way you wanted, but a great effort and a great ride. So congratulations. Chance, called your name since mini bikes. Been waiting for this moment for a long time. You came through the combine, did a great job through there. Haven't been able to really put all the pieces in place coming off of some injury and that type of thing. Last couple weeks, leaps and bounds better. What do you really credit that to? I have to say some adjustments to the bike and a confidence level.
Yeah, I mean, definitely figuring it out and putting the pieces together. Me and the team have been working really hard. Me and my trainer have been figuring some stuff out with my body and the team with the bike. So I feel like right now we're in a really good position. And yeah, just trying to take every weekend in and keep it simple. Obviously, I want to be there and fight with these guys, but also at the same time, I'm 3 races in now that I'm inside the top 4 overall. So, and my first podium this weekend. So, just trying to take it weekend by weekend, and yeah, I mean, I'm just finally stoked to put it all together.
Yeah, you have to be, and you know. When you have a performance like that for yourself and your parents, you know, it's unbelievable. But I got to tell you, you got Burner, you got the Lawrence brothers, you got Lars, you got all these guys behind you. How good did that feel today to really deliver, not only for yourself, but for everybody that's helped get you here?
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, we're all like family nowadays. So, I mean, especially Jed and Hunter. I mean, it was Jed was the first person I saw when I came off the track, and he gave me a big hug, you know, so. It definitely felt like a big win for everybody. I mean, everyone has seen how hard I'm working and definitely at my lows. I mean, especially coming off last year. It's just, yeah, it was a big win for me today. I mean, I know, looking back on it now, it's just a moto win, but I mean, I finally feel like I'm back to my old self.
Well, congratulations, man. It was impressive.
Thank you.
Hayden, here we are, 3 rounds in, 3 wins, man. We talk all the time, you and I, about pace. We talk about conditioning. We talk about desire. Seems like you put all those pieces together right now. 1 or 2 small mistakes here, but the big picture is you're in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, definitely. 3 rounds in and 3 wins it's a dream scenario for me. It's awesome. And yeah, today in the first moto was leading and went down with it. It was just a stupid mistake. Like, it was super, those bumps in that like off-camera turn is so slippery if you trust the front end, and trusted her a little too much. And I got back up. I'm like, Tom is not beating me again. I'm like, that is not happening. So I just rode my heart out, got the pass, and yeah, got the first moto win. And then obviously, I mean, Chance was riding very well. I didn't have the speed in that second moto for him. He rode very well, and yeah, but we got the overall.
It's a real tough concept for a lot of riders to grasp, but it seems like you're starting to figure out when to slow down a bit to go faster. And that is a hard concept for people to grasp. Is that something you're working on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just consistency, bringing that back. I feel like I had that really good last year as a rookie. Not as good as what's going on right now, but I had good consistency. I feel like just bringing that back where, I mean, if you win the first moto, you're sitting second, it don't like stress over, trying to get to the lead. Like if you got to push a scenario, don't do it, Be safe, and obviously long picture. So that's kind of the thing, is the long picture, and winning championships is my goal, obviously. So doing stupid stuff is not what I want to do.
Easier said than done sometimes, though, huh?
100%.
Hey, well, congratulations. Great ride today. We're going to open it up to the floor.
This is for Chance. Chance, Moto 2 was looking very similar to last week when you had a great start and led some laps. What was different about this week where you were able to keep the lead all the way to the end?
Yeah, I felt like this track kind of suited me a little bit better than Hangtown. Always in the past, I've kind of struggled at Hangtown, and I felt like how I feel during the week. I got out front and I sprinted at the beginning, and I just rode at 90-ish%, and I sprinted when I needed to, and just tried to just maintain a good pace the whole time. And I mean, I made a pretty big bike change between the motos, and just a lot more confidence now for me, especially after running up front the last weekend. And needed 3 more laps last weekend, but was just stoked to finally put it together today. And yeah, from last weekend, it gave me a lot more confidence for sure.
This one's for Hayden. Hayden, you had a pretty physical pass on Tom that led to your Moto 1 win. How did you know that was going to work in that corner?
I just Hail Married it. I'm like, either we're going to come together and both go down, or I'm going to make the pass. I just Hail Married that jump, and I was like, it's white flag. Like, same with Tom. It's white flag last lap. You're going to do almost anything to try and get to the lead, right? It's kind of a quick, let's do this real quick, and hopefully it works, and it worked. So, last lap, me and Tom were close as well. That was tight. The lappers are hard to get around sometimes when you get into like a bunch, and they're in your line. You're like, kind of like panicking, where do I go? But the only thing you can do is just ride calm and follow them. So, but the first moto, it was solid.
This last question's for Tom. Tom, this is your third podium of the year. Clearly, you've got the speed and you've got the endurance. What do you think is the missing piece for you to get an overall?
I would say the first race where I feel both moto comfortable. I was struggling in Para and Hangton first moto too. So today I had the speed both moto. So I think that was the first race from the championship. So just today I had some small mistake. First moto was a good fight with Hayden. He got a win, and I was like, okay, let's get it done in second moto. And I had a small tip over. I was maybe pushing a little bit too much, and I crashed in a corner up on the track. So yeah, just a small mistake second moto, I think made my day pretty tough.
Hey, Jason from TV show and RacerX. Yeah, just take me through 2 things there. You went outside, Tom and Hayden got you, and then you tried to get him back in the last lap. Just take us through those 2 moments there.
Yeah, I saw Hayden crash in the corner and actually pick up the bike really fast. I was not far behind, and he starts in front of me, and I passed him the corner right after. And then I was maybe for 3 laps leading, and he passed me a lap to go. And I almost passed him back 2-3 corners before the finish line. But it was really a good fight. All moto we were riding together. And we were, way faster than the other guys. So we were pushing till the last lap. And it was a good fight.
Did you actually say you forgot to cover that inside line going to the finish?
When I went outside, I was like, oh, he's going to pass me. And I was like, why am I doing that? And I don't know, I kind of forgot. Because the lap before, he came close to me, and I was like, okay, next lap I have to go inside. And I come there, and I forgot it. And, I almost passed back. Like Hayden said, the lapper is really tough, the last 2-3 laps. So it's kind of a fight with the lappers too. But, overall, like I said, both moto, the speed was good. So we can keep going for the next races like that.
Yeah, now that you guys pushed it to the limits like that, I can ask both of you. I'll start with you, Tom. Are you now we're pretty much where we need to be, or are there still things you learned for the bike to improve going into round 4?
No, the bike was good. Here we're in elevation, so the bike is a little bit different than a normal race. The engine is a lot slower, I would say. So the bike was good today. I was really happy. The teammate did a great job. Both moto, like I said, both moto was in a rhythm, fighting in the front, obviously. So no, I was pretty happy. Next weekend is High Point. I really like the track. Last year I was riding pretty well there, so we're going to fight for the win for sure next weekend there.
Yeah, and same thing for you, Hayden. Obviously, you guys were pushing with everything you had. Is there another level you get to where you're no, I learned something else I got to work on?
My bike's pretty solid right now. I definitely think that me and Tom were up front. We were on a whole nother pace. We gapped all the other dudes pretty far. But, my bike's solid right now. Maybe some things you can tweak around, but honestly, you just have to kind of adapt to it. These tracks are so gnarly; it's not much you can really do, and yeah.
Is that actually fun? That first moto? Is it fun to battle like that? Is there a piece of you that can feel that way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you get up and you're right there, and you guys are going at it and crossing each other up on the turns, that's fun. I mean, that's old-fashioned racing right there, like back in the day when guys were Stewart and Carmichael going at it and stuff in outdoors, and just that type of racing's fun. I mean, if you can keep it, I mean, obviously pretty clean. I mean, you're at last lap, you might do some pretty gnarly stuff, but like that was a good battle.
So you weren't mad about I guess you weren't mad about his move or his move on you or anything like that?
Nah, I don't care. I'd do the same thing.
I'll ask you, Chance, and I can go to you also, Hayden, on this. The second moto, there was rain right before it. Did you adjust anything? And what was the track like?
I mean, it was a little muddy the first lap, but honestly, after the last 2 weekends in Cali, they were flooding the tracks before the first moto. So, I mean, it really didn't feel any different, you know. But it honestly made the track, I thought, better than the first moto. It kind of tacked up a little bit. It was definitely slick the first few laps, but I mean, the track you couldn't push 100%. I didn't feel like. I feel like if you kind of push the limit there, you're definitely losing a lot of time. So yeah, I didn't adjust anything. Just went out and did my thing. That's basically all you could do.
Compare leading the first moto last week and then the feeling leading the second time around this time.
Felt more natural this time. Yeah, I mean, last time it was a little bit foreign to me. You know, it's been a minute since I've led, especially that long. But this time I felt like I was ready to do it. Like I was very confident and ripped a really good start. And yeah, I knew these guys were gonna start coming for me. So I was like, all right, I need to get out front and and get going. So
we talked to your coach, Michael Byrne, on our post-race show on TV, and he said one of the things they had to work on with you is not having bursts of speed, but being able to use it when you need it. How do you learn that, and talk about working on that process?
It's tough, but I mean, I got two of the best guys to learn from, you know, Jen and Hunter, and they're really good at that. So it was obviously at the beginning you just want to go, but I try to just sprint the first couple laps and then get in a good pace and adapt to the lines. And yeah, I was trying to search, but not too much because the track didn't change very much from the first moto. But yeah, that was honestly my first moto. I feel like I actually executed something like that, where I actually settled into a pace, and then I saw Hayden catching me. I was like, all right, I got to go again. And I ran into some lappers and lost a couple seconds, so I had to get going again. And yeah, it was, yeah, I just felt like it was a really good moto for me. Well executed.
Cool. And last thing, Hayden, what's High Point like for you?
I enjoy High Point. It's another track where I'm super confident. I mean, last year, me and RJ battled down to the last lap, and he got me with like 2 turns to go, which is unfortunate. And then second moto, crashed, got ran over on the start, and came from 40th to 6th. So, I mean, it's a good track for me. I can go really fast there. I grew up, I mean, sometimes I'd go out there and ride. Actually, I mean, I only went there and rode once before my outdoor national. But, I mean, I enjoy that track a lot. The hills and elevation stuff's very cool.
Cool. That's it for me. Thanks, guys.